Well, hey, I hope you're ready for some fun with the chair today. Get down.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So this month we are talking about squats. We're gonna get down. And I love how the chair is helpful in our squat. So there may not be an exercise called squat on the chair, but there's so much of that bend and extend of the knee and the hip that comes from the THASS that we find in the chair, and we find it in different positions. So sometimes parallel and then sometimes rotated out. And so I love how that can help us with the functional movement of a squat. So chair is going to be super fun to practice squats on. Actually, just go ahead and do some squats with me. So just start squatting. Don't overthink it. So this would be like a basic squat, right? In Pilates, a lot of the squats that we do have that are exercises that are squats involve a tall back. So like as if your back was against the wall and you were sliding down a wall. So we're going to practice that posture a lot today. And then functional squats. Usually you're probably not squatting like this just through daily movement, but you probably have to add a twist. Or every morning when I get my toothbrush out, I squat and side bend to get the toothbrush out of my cupboard. So there's lots of different squats that we do through life that are more functional, and Pilates is just going to help set us up for the most success in that, to keep our joints and our spine, everything moving nicely, so that you don't throw your back out when you get your toothbrush out of the cabinet. So I have the chair set to one middle spring. I have a mat because I know I'm going to want a pad underneath me when I lay down. And then I grabbed a rod for at the end of class, we're going to do something that requires a little bit of balance. And for me, the rod was good. If you can be by a wall, so you can have a hand by a wall or pull a chair closer to you, you could do that too. So whatever's accessible for you, and you are welcome to hit pause and get whatever it is that you need. All right, let's think about this squat a little bit more. So feet first. We're going to go feet to crown of the head. Bunion side, so right underneath your big toe. Press it down into the mat a little bit more. Feet in parallel. And then the outside part of your heel, push that into the mat a little bit more. And hopefully by pushing those down into the mat, you're feeling inner thigh and your THASS turn on. The toes are light, heel's pretty heavy, but we are pressing that diagonal, making sure that we press all of the foot down. All right, and then let's travel up. How's the knees feel? Do you have to limit your range of motion to protect your knees? Are your knees going in? Are your knees going out? Are they able to stay parallel? In this basic squat, we're like an escalator. We're going down at an angle. And so in this position, we won't want our knees to cover the toes if possible. So if you look down, can you still see your toes when your butt goes down? And then let's come to the hips and let's squeeze the THASS a little bit more. And you might find that you press the side of your heels down a little bit more to squeeze the THASS a little bit more. So we're not clenching, but we're finding our THASS. Okay, and then pelvic floor, lower back, pull those lower abs in. Watch that we're not dumping into the lower back each time we send our hips back. Our center, our abs, we pull everything in toward the center so that that's strong. And then let's put our arms up, press the arms into each other, and press down like you're pushing into something heavy. And this should feel like the beginning of our mat order. And hopefully you found some upper back, and you found a wide upper back and your arms, and then your neck is long. And your neck follows the rest of your spine. Okay, and we're looking straight ahead, and then there's everything feel connected. And it's kind of the magic of Pilates, is that everything feels connected to our center, which is what we just did. Okay, hope you felt the difference. And now let's do some footwork. So what's footwork? It's basically squats. If you think of footwork on the reformer, you're doing squats, but you're laying down, and we're going to be doing similar today. We're going to do footwork in supine. So we're down on the mat. Like I said, I have one middle spring. If you want something different, put something different on. Toes come to the foot bar or the pedal. And then squeeze the heels together and pull the pedal toward your seat and then away. Pull toward you and away. So could you think of this as like a squat, like you're getting low every time you bring the pedal toward you, your heels coming closer to your THASS, and then like you're standing when the pedal goes away. Okay, we're gonna hold this now. So pull the pedal in toward you, and then can you pull closer? Can you pull closer? And let it go. And by let it go, I mean control it away. And then again, pull it toward you, closer, closer. And away. One more. Pull it in closer. And away. And then we're going to bring that pedal down and bring the arches to the pedal. Okay. I feel like I need to get a little further from the chair. Feel free to make any adjustment you need to. Press the pedal away, pull it toward you. So just like every class we do, if it's not in your practice, then, and it's not for you today, then you're going to leave it out. We feel like that's bold and courageous, so always feel free to substitute with a different exercise or take the modification that I offer. Okay, we're going to hold again, pull it toward you, hold, hold, hold. Squeeze those hips in and press it away. Pull it in, hold, press it away. Pull it in, press it away. And now we'll bring that pedal down and we'll bring our heels to the pedal. Okay, just kind of notice which one helps you connect to your THASS more, right where the hamstrings, the back of the thighs meet with the glutes. So each position of our foot should feel a little bit different. Usually I just find different areas of the THASS to find. So this one would be closest to our basic squat that we practiced with to start today. And I'm feeling that we did a lot of squats at the beginning today. We're going to end with some squats too, so you have that to look forward to. We'll squat in all sorts of positions, turn out and in parallel and single leg. Okay, pull it down, pull it toward you, toward you, toward you, and away. Toward you, a little more, little more, little more, and away. One more. Toward you, toward you, toward you. And pedal goes away, and then your legs can go long and maybe scoot back. So not necessarily the heel, maybe more like the ankle, the back of the ankle, the Achilles onto the pedal, and then just squeeze the hips in, press the heels into each other, and maybe the pedal goes down like an inch or half an inch. And then let's see if we can just press down and hold that. So we're finding our THASS in our hundredth. Pump and breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few more here. And then can you find your wide upper back like we did when we did our genie arms and we pushed into the arms and down? And can that wide upper back help you out? And can the lower abs pull in and feel strong like they did in our squats? One more breath. And then hold. Okay, if you need head, neck, shoulders down, please do so. We're going to hold onto the pedal right here. Try to keep it still and pull one leg in. Pull, pull, switch for single leg stretch. See how still the pedal can be as you change legs. So we're swapping from one THASS to the other THASS. And as you reach your leg away, can you think about rising from a squat, pressing the leg away? One more. All right, and then float the feet off of the pedal. Pull them both in, double leg stretch. Let's do 4. And I'm flexing at the ankles today because I think it's kind of fun to play with squat feet here. Whoop. Okay, one leg down. press onto the pedal, one leg goes up, and then I'm gonna flex the ankle here too for squat feet and for a bigger stretch on the squat legs. Pull.